Madam Treasurer, will you call the roll?
Mr. Elick? Not present. Mr. Gebhardt?
Here.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Here.
Mr. Hauser?
Here.
Mrs. Segwin? Here.
Please join me in Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to introduce our group up here. To my right is Elaine Sequin. I'm Mike Gebhardt, Vice President. Annie Karstoffen to my left. Len Hauser to her left. Who's that next to you? Our Superintendent Ann Schloss and our award-winning treasurer,
Thank you.
Colleen Aho. In this place, time of the meeting, we have visitors' comments. I think we have somebody signed up, Deborah. I'm sorry. Would you please come up to the desk, state your name and your address? And then
Okay, my name is Deborah Tundiola. My address is 1302 Gary, but I have houses out here and my grandson's out here, and that's why I'm here.
Could you repeat that? 1302
1302 Gary Boulevard, Brunswick.
Brunswick? Okay.
And I'm going to give you guys each one of these. You can follow.
Thank you.
I can just pass them down for you if you want.
Okay, I need mine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, the reason I wanted to call this meeting is I've been a teacher for over 20 years. I taught Collinwood, Cleveland, Cleveland. I also taught at Cleveland schools and Cuyahoga County Board of Mental Retardation. So I have kind of an idea of what I'm talking about here. My grandson's attended your school since first grade. He's now in 10th grade. Every year we have had issues that get swept under the carpet. Do you know how many reports I filled out on bullying when you had to send them in from the elementary school? I couldn't tell you how many. And the guy replied, that's not bullying. When he came home from school on his first day at first grade and said, "They're calling me cotton ball." What does that mean? They're calling me Whitey. Do you know how horrific that was for a grandmother? He doesn't have a mother. His father has custody. So I try to be the role model. That was devastating. We got nowhere. Finally, in 6th grade, Dr. Deeby got involved. And this girl still continues to harass him up in school. And I'm not stating that my grandson is an angel. There was a time in 5th grade where, after being verbally, physically, and socially embarrassed, humiliated, he did stand up in class and turn around to the kid and said, "I'm going to kill you." So yes, he was suspended. My son grounded him for a month. And I told my son, you know, it gets to a point where even me as an adult, I probably would have lost it too. He didn't know what else to do. So Dr. Deeby took care of him, took him under his wing. 6th grade was fine, okay? Then there was an incident on the bus. The bus driver supposedly didn't see it, but he got off the bus, all the kids were saying something. His nose bright purple, crooked, bleeding. But they didn't see it. I ended up taking him to the ER, the police were called. Okay, now I think you kind of got the idea of the situation. So I kind of broke things down the way I feel. The police are awake. The first thing is bullying. Verbal, physical, and social. And nothing's being done about it. And it's not only the high school, it's every school. And I attached in here for you guys to look later, there's a Facebook page that was just posted 6 days ago about girls getting bullied and stuff like that. That was on Facebook. That's just one of the many. Okay, it's happening daily at the schools, per the teachers and the students. But yet when I talked to the assistant superintendent, she told me it's not, unless I can give her names. I am not going to do her job. She needs to go and find out what's going on in these schools. Because telling me that it's not, it's going on. In the high school, there's everyday fights. I picked up my grandson for 3 weeks in a row. And every day, you could see fighting. Every single day. Okay, and, okay. Also, okay, the whole reason about the bullying, my grandson was assaulted at your high school. A teacher, after I received the video, sitting in my car waiting for him, finally somebody called me to come in. This is my concern. He's now sitting in the office. He's got a cut above his eye that is bleeding. He's got knuckle marks, purple knuckle marks in his forehead. The video shows me the kid flipping him upside down on the ground and proceeding to beat his face in. And the teacher goes, "Oh, hey." But I was told by the principal that teachers don't have to intervene. I never heard of that. When I was at Collinwood, I had to take physical crisis intervention, which was a program that helped me break up a fight without hurting them and without hurting me. And if I didn't think I could do it, we had a code that we had to yell or press a button and somebody else would come and help us. But here, no, the principal told me they don't have to intervene. So instead of, they called me up to the office, so instead of us, the nurse said, "Oh, I think he's got to go to the hospital." Why didn't you call an ambulance already? By the time they called me and I had to walk clear around the building to get to where he was, and somebody had to escort me, he should have been in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. That's the way I feel. Okay, but no, we had to wait for the police. And I did take him to the hospital. He wanted to wait until the next day, so that's what I did. Now, incident reports. Per the state, and I know being a teacher, if there was an incident at the school, you had to document it. And you had to send a note home to the parent also. And if another student was involved, you just crossed out his name or you left it blank. Now, we're going on 5 weeks since my grandson's incident. The other day when I finally called last week, the principal said, "Oh yeah," because I said, "I'm still waiting for the incident report, what's going on?" "Oh, well, you know, we don't know. I called the state, they sent me a copy. Do you want a copy of the form that they sent me so I can give it to you so you can fill out this report?" And, "Oh, wait, yeah, the police have it." No, the police don't have it. The police have a police report. So still, I've gotten no incident report from the school. And, "Oh, they can't give me any issues because it's confidentiality." How is it confidentiality when you don't put the kid's name in it? Okay, my grandson now is scared to death to go to school. And the school, I mean, this happened at your school. It's supposed to be a safe learning environment. Identifying pupils who are suffering or at risk of harm and take suitable action, which this should have been done because 2 days prior to this incident, he went to a counselor, said that this girl was harassing him, and told him, "When you walk out one of these days, you got it coming." So that guy said, "Don't worry, we'll take care of you." I like the way they took care of him. The next thing is there's no communication. No communication at all between the teachers, the administrators, the superintendent, the office staff, the parents. None at all. It's disgusting. His principal didn't find out about this accident until this incident for 3 days after. Okay? My grandson couldn't afford a binder because right now they're having a rough time because they have no phone, they have nothing because my son has been completely hacked. Everything's been hacked, so they have no internet, no nothing. So he explained to one teacher, I can't afford it. Okay, so she said, fine, every Friday that you don't have it, you're gonna get an F. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? When the office told me, oh yeah, we always have extras, they can come down. When I taught school, if a kid didn't have a pencil, didn't have it, I gave it to them. But no, she gave him Fs. Until I went there for teacher conference. And my grandson said he's just humiliated. Because the one day he was just sitting there and his pencil was on the thing and she goes, oh, today what do you need, a pencil? How humiliating. And what the heck does a binder have to do anything with a math class, an English class, a history class? So he doesn't have a binder, so he passes all his tests and gets A, but he's going to get an F every Friday? I never heard that before. Another thing is doctor's notes. I couldn't tell you, we turned in doctor's notes. He gave it to the counselor didn't give it to the right person. And the new thing at the high school is, if they write unexcused in the office and don't change it, they get an F for that day. 3 days after the incident happened, he sat in the office because he was scared to death to go out in the hallways. So he got Fs from all the teachers until I told them what happened. None of them knew what happened to him. They didn't know that happened to him. I never heard of that. You don't have team meetings? You don't discuss? And then I was told that the reason I'm not getting incident reports is because the principal's new. He doesn't know anything about incident reports. Now, I'm sorry, but when I student taught, we found out about incident reports. He's a principal, he's in an administrative position, and he doesn't know about an incident report. There's a real problem here. Okay, so now, another thing is my grandson, he is very intelligent. And I kept writing last year, there's an issue going on, there's an issue going on. He went from A's and B's the first quarter to B's and C's, and then D's and F's. Nobody asked him anything. And he said it was every day he was getting picked on, hit in the hallways, punched in the hallways. And some of the people he told, he said, get over it, it's life. So right now he has permission, and I don't care what you people say. I already told him, because we always told him, don't fight, you were a wrestler, use your wrestling moves. I told him now that I don't care. Beat the crap out of him. I don't care anymore. And I know I shouldn't say that, but he has to protect himself because none of you people are. Nobody in that school is protecting him. And I pray to God that none of your children will ever in my schools, because I protected every one of my kids, even the 6'7" basketball players that were at Cottonwood. I made sure they were all taken care of and none of this happened. Okay, now on the back page I gave you this thing that we just got about the Handle with Care program. Okay, protect, heal, and thrive. Why isn't my grandson in that program? New program you guys are started. You know, it says if you're with the, what does it say? If you're involved with the police or anything, oh, nobody's going to know, but you're going to talk to his teachers and all this. Haven't heard a thing. And pretty much I'm ending with, we're having a rough time getting to go to school now because it's not safe. So I'd like to know how you guys are going to fix it besides the counselor telling him, you can stay at home and go on the internet. They don't have an internet, and that is not one of the things that we plan on doing. You're supposed to provide a safe environment and educate him. It needs to start. And that's all I have to say. I put my phone number on here if you'd like to call me, whatever.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate your concern, and we will look into this, and somebody will get back to you.
Thank you.
Do we have any Board of Education items tonight? Miss Annie?
No.
Okay. Could I have a motion to approve the Board of Education meeting minutes for the October 4th
So
meeting?
moved. So moved.
Second?
Second.
Anybody have any questions, discussion?
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Madam Treasurer, treasurer actions?
Yes, thank you. We have only one today. We have donations. Thank you. We want to acknowledge and express appreciation for the following donations. Letty Richard, $1,000 for the Washington DC trip to help students. The Lorain County Auditor, Mr. Snodgrass, has presented a donation for supplies. Ms. Kowalski, thank you, donated money along with Ms. Christian donated money for the pre-K field trips for transportation. And that is it.
Could I have a motion to approve the items recommended by the treasurer as presented?
So moved.
I'll
Second?
second.
Discussion?
Not just those contributions when people help with the field trips. That's beautiful. That's what makes a school district good. We've got all the regular stuff happen, but when people in our community see a need and they step up and help, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. So just wanted to commend all of those who help in that manner.
Madam Treasurer?
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye. Treasurer other? None?
None, but I do have a small report.
Okay, go ahead.
I am happy to announce that Elyria City School District did receive the Excellent of Financial Reporting Award for GFOA for 2022. So it was prior to me, but it's all the staff and administration. So I wanted to let everybody know that. Thank you.
Good.
Well, we'll still give you that award.
Thank you.
I don't think we have anything for OFCC or OSFX. Superintendent actions.
Yes, thank you. First of all, the Honeywell upgrade. This will upgrade some of the, I'm being told, the controls at Elyria High School. We have to remember that we're going on, 14 years now at the high school? It's hard to believe. But we're starting to replace some of the controls, and that's all I have for action items. Okay.
Could I have a motion by the board to approve the items recommended by the superintendent as presented?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Discussion? Madam Treasurer, please call the roll.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Superintendent other?
No, but I have personnel items. First of all, to approve the appointment of the following certified staff. Also to approve the supplemental contracts of the following district certified employees. To approve the athletic supplemental contracts. We're starting in the winter seasons, as you can see, so we have some new supplemental contracts. Also to approve the OHSAA tournament game workers for the upcoming season. To approve the unpaid leave of absence for the following classified staff member. To approve the resignation of classified staff as listed below. To approve the appointment of the following classified staff members. And that concludes my personnel action items.
Okay, could I have a motion by the board to approve the personnel items as recommended by the superintendent?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion? Madam Treasurer, please call the roll.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye.
Motion carries. Madam Treasurer, or Superintendent, you have a report?
Yeah, just a few things. You know, we often talk about how busy we are at the beginning of the year, and it starts around August 1st, but as of yesterday, we had about 2,000 either withdrawal or enrollments since June. So that goes to show, and we're seeing it happen a little later, go into October more. So that's about 30% of our population either coming or going. So that just goes to show the transiency and mobility of the district, as well as how hard our staff works with all of this. I think one of our buildings had 14 new kiddos the other day. So hopefully we won't have to add staff, but there are a few areas that we're watching. Also, this coming Monday is Records Day. Can't believe it's already the end of the first quarter. This weekend, I think it starts Friday and Saturday, the middle school at Eastern Heights is putting on the play Junie B. Jones. That was like one of my favorite books. I think when I was young, or it might have been when I was older, and I just think I was young. And then also tomorrow night from 5 to 7, there is an English language heritage night over at Hamilton. They had this last year, and it was a wonderful night. Really excited from 5 to 7, so if you have any time, come on over and learn all about the different languages and cultures within the district. That is all I have.
Okay. Thank you. Board of Education, we do have a couple things. We have the sale of the Windsor property. I need a motion to approve the resolution accepting the public sale of the real property at 264 Windsor Drive, Elyria, Ohio, as detailed below.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? I think we did pretty good. I think we had
Yes.
2 people bidding on it and got it up there a little bit. Anybody else? Madam Treasurer, call the roll.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Motion carries. We also have a motion to, wait a minute, renewal of an existing tax levy, to approve a resolution declaring it necessary to renew an existing 4.95 mil tax levy for the purpose of current expenses and requesting the Lorraine County Auditor to make certain certifications pursuant to Section 5704.953 and 5705.21 of the revised code as detailed in enclosure P4.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Just a reminder, Ian, it's a long time since so how long has it been since this renewal? When?
The renewals, one of them was done 5 years ago, I believe, and the other one was 10.
10 years ago.
We haven't had any, I think what you're talking about is new money.
Right.
That's been since 2010.
Since
These are
2010.
renewals,
These are
correct.
renewals here, right. Okay, thank
That's
you.
pretty unheard of, 2010.
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
Ms.
Call the roll,
Karstoffen?
please.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
And now we have a renewal of emergency levy to approve a resolution determining to submit to the electors of the school district the question of a renewal of an existing tax levy pursuant to sections 5705.03 and 5705.194 to 5705.197 of the revised code as detailed in enclosure P6. I have a motion?
So moved. Let's go.
Second?
Second.
Discussion?
Mike, could you repeat all those numbers? No.
That's the easy
No.
part.
All right, Madam Treasurer?
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye.
Do we have any other business? Can I have a motion to close the meeting?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Call the roll?
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye.
Thank you all for coming. Have a great night.